Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play the game known as Star Citizen. This is 3.17.2, episode 425, and I'm calling it Siege Origin, attempt 1, maybe. And the reason for that, as you can hear here, priority is snoring. Basically, I come to edit this, because I'm on backlog, I'm editing this on the 28th of November 2022, and this was actually recorded back in July the 31st, I actually wrote down, 31st July 2022. And when I come to edit this, apparently my side of the conversation was gone. If you listen.
Hello?
But some of these bits I thought were quite funny, so I kept them in for, like, here.
He is actually asleep right now.
See.
Do you want to wake me up?
So I'm going to be talking in between stuff.
If you want to wake me up, that's 100 credits.
And over stuff. Otherwise, you'd literally just have one-sided of priority. And of course that get very confusing.
I don't know what floor now.
So for that reason, I'm trying to stop when I see him talking.
Oh no.
Well, that was a burp, of course. So for that reason,
ugly player.
So for that reason, I'm going to cut only little bits of this in. You're not going to see the whole hour and a half we did because you get very confused otherwise.
Player.
At this point,
I
think I was sitting there like, he's not in the same lift as me. Who's he talking to?
I'm looking at ugly player right now.
So in other words, he saw another player, didn't realise and think it was me he was trying to insult.
I'm in lift.
I think I said something along that lines probably. I'm in a lift, you're not here. See, there he is over there. So he opens up and look, who's in there? Another player. Not me.
Ugly player.
And he still doesn't even realise. I think at this point I just like I did like, I'm behind you or something like that, I think I was going.
I am not, oh no.
I don't know why he was putting that voice on either.
Hello?
So I think he said he lagged just.
I face me.
You can hear a little bit of me in the background too. Obviously coming through on the footage from his mic, but it's so low you can't barely hear it. So we're cutting ahead. We were preparing for Orison. And as you see here, he's just sitting like glitching to the chair.
With me? I don't know what to go.
And his face there, his camera's like, I don't know what to go. His face looked at us. So here's why I put some of this in. So this episode's more going to be broken up with stuff that we've done over them few days before we get to the...
Is taller than you.
Because he's standing. Before we get to the real chunk, what will be next episode of the Orison event. That's why I call this attempt 1, maybe. Because we are attempting to get there. We probably spent like 30-40 minutes here going through different shops buying equipment here.
Yes, but you need to switch it to go to body. And not new baggage.
I think I was working out how to change the stuff to new baggage or to the body or whatever at this point. And it wasn't working, he was helping there. See, that's him doing it.
Suicide mission.
Yeah,
Why are you just like getting me into a suicide mission?
He's talking about the Orison thing we're about to do. He's like, this is a suicide mission, what are you doing? Again, I wish I had one of my things you could hear me, then we could do it properly, but...
Silly person.
That's why I said I'm not going to have the full footage here, just bits.
Suicide mission.
Say, human, drop it.
You're sending us to a death. How does that make you feel?
I forgot what my answer was back then. This is what he wore afterwards. This is what he ended up looking at. I think I was saying, oh, you're very big and fat or something at this point.
Won't die.
And I think that's why he was they did that comment, at least I won't die. Maybe fat, I won't die. Again, it's November, I'm editing this now. This was, like I said, back in July we did this. But we're close. As soon as Orison stuff's done, and then up to editing the expo, what we're literally just done. Literally last week. So I'm so close to catching up at this point. There's where he pulls out, I think he pulls out his, one of his bullets again. You know, that little trick he likes doing. Look. Yeah, I think it's there. There's his bullet. He likes pulling his bullet out, showing him off. That's probably okay. You got everything? That's cool. Let go. And then he's...
I got my backpack on.
So, come back. Yeah, you got your backpack on. Let's go.
No, I can tell you that you'll die, I survive.
That's his plan for the event, by the way.
When you start flying, I need to top up on my limp toe.
So no, we want me to fly in here, have a drink, but I end up having a huge problem, as you're going to see in a minute.
It was too busy.
You can hear me slightly in the background.
You died. You killed us both.
That's like normal. He's blaming me for every death he's ever had in the game. Probably every game I've even played with him.
Oh, you're taking the mercury.
He's trying to say taking a mick then. Basically, he wanted to go into Mercury.
The freelancer.
When wherever, I forgot where we were at this point,
This
but
is
freelancer,
the wrong
quantum's faster than my Mercury.
No.
See, he was very happy with it, as you can
I
tell.
want to take the Mercury.
Say, I want to take the Mercury.
Oh, see there? See here? This is where you murdered me.
See, gone about the murders again. But more likely when he got himself killed.
Murdered me twice.
I did not do it twice. Anyway, as you can see, this is the problem I started having. Did you arms in the air? It's like I just don't care and I can't fly. See there, turn the footage up, or the sound up in the footage there. You can hear me then. Priority. I'm literally, my arms, I can't fly. And I'm like, priority, and you heard him, Vinto time! So he's run off to get a drink, and now we're stuck. And I'm expecting him to come back, and why we're not left? You know, it's the whole cheese thing over again. Except for we're not in dire straits of dying, just wasting time. Anyway, we'll cut forward, because this is probably like 5 minutes since we've already got back. Listen, does me go, hello?
Why aren't we in space yet?
See? What did I tell you? Cause my arms in the air. I can't fly.
Your arms are in the air?
Mm-hmm.
And you're waving it like you just can't care.
So you see, you have a bit of a problem. Now, as we see, we've swapped over. So he's now flying, and he says his arms are normal. So I'm getting in the cockpit, and as you can watch this, my arm's still in the air.
You're waving them like you just don't care. Sorry, IVATOPIA. No one gets in the way of me and my Vinto.
Because I'm probably having to go at him there, like, you know, we would be gone ages ago. Already got this Mercury out.
Really do.
Already got this out. If you had gone off your Vinto, and he said, oh no, sorry, no one gets away with my Vinto. It's the whole cheese thing again. So
I'm like,
what's he saying?
Make sure I get the right equipment. You know what I mean?
About equipment. Anyway, we're going into Mercury. Well, he wanted to go in originally now, and I was going to see if this helps with my arms.
You might be alright.
And this whole session, roughly, as well, is roughly like an hour and a half. And I've got this on 7 minutes right now. My arms are in the air. But I can actually see some of the equipment better.
What the hell was that?
But before I couldn't even see my equipment, so I had the idea, oh, take my arms off. Maybe it's the armor doing this.
Arms in there, maybe not, you just don't care.
So that's what I'm doing here, so I'm going to skip forward a little bit, see if I can tuck my arms off there. That's why I didn't want this to be too long in the episode. And this is not going to be the super long episode for this reason. Kind of combining a couple of sessions together here. Still in the air, but I can see better. I can actually see the equipment, which else I couldn't. So it's flyable.
You kind of pilot with your arms in the air still.
Yeah, as he said, like that. Like I don't know how he's piloting. His arms are in the air, but you think he's down below area on my knees.
Now setting off an hour and a half later.
Well, they're quite an hour and a half there. The whole session was roughly an hour and a half. We're probably like 30-minute mark at this point. No, 40-minute mark. Because the actual journey here is probably like a 20-minute journey, 10 to 20-minute journey that I cut out. I'm even muting this little section here because I just realised he left something playing in the background he should have done. So, copyright, don't want that in there.
We'll fly out of here then.
That's probably like, my arms are in the air, I'm struggling or whatever. What was it leaving? Was it from Orison? Or were we in a station? I don't remember where we were.
Oh my god, you don't have to do some moaning.
I wish my part was there, is what I was saying.
Well, put your arms down, you weirdo.
And he keeps calling me that because I cut to a bit, he does it again. A bit further in the journey.
And put your arms down, you weirdo.
Okay, my arms don't go down. And he's put them down, you weirdo, put them down. You see, we're set up here. Also, I also had another. Do you know I said how my speech was gone? Well, I crashed, came back, and we recorded for another hour and a half. So I think we did about 3 hours session, maybe 4 hour session. The last hour and a half, and you see I'm getting laggy here, freezing. The last hour and a half. Not only is my speech, what I found out afterwards, somehow I knocked it on the Audacity program to mute it. I didn't even realise you could do that. So I'm muting my mic. But the actual footage didn't record, it was just black screen. So when we actually get into Orison, a little spoiler, because it's not really, because you're going to see it, unfortunately. When we do get into Orison and actually start the event, we probably do 10 or 15 minutes of the event. I think I explain it a little bit better next episode, because it was fresher at the time. So
too ahead of yourself.
It's fresh at the time, so I'll explain it then for you a bit better at the start of it.
When you got load into the chair, you're way ahead of the chair.
Oh, see, that's what I was saying. What's up with me? I was literally like I'm not in the chair properly, like ahead of it. But anyway, we had a bit of fun, like 10-15 minutes, and I lost that footage, unfortunately.
Like you're going into the controls a bit too much.
So you explained a bit what was happening with me there. So I'm putting some guns and stuff on, getting ready for it. Around this past, the Hull A had come out, or not long ago, so I have a little look at the Hull A where I don't actually speak at all, so I've put a bit of that in this episode. I'm going to speak over it when I do it for you, to give you a bit of that, and also showing you a bit of the journey me getting to Orison, and then of course I take the Hull A somewhere else, and then when I come to do it with SupernovaTiffy, I have to fly back, so I have also included that, so you get a bit more of the Hull A if you're interested in it today. And when we get to Orison, basically that's where it ends, and I log back on later that same day, about 6 PM with SupernovaTiffy.
About and just don't care.
There he is with the hands in the air again. So that's why I call this a first attempt, maybe. We're tempted to do Orison, we didn't get very far.
F4. And then load back into your view, see if it's back.
Nope, arms still in the air. Oh, I think what's gone wrong here, if you look at the...
You do any emojis when you sat down?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a motion to you to free it up, and also the quantum, I think, might have stopped. Or am I just stopped? Yeah, because look, I'm travelling forward. I've got the little thing on, so I have a quantum or travelling forward, and it's not even moving the quantum grid around me, so it looks like we're not moving. And I'm trying to do it to emojis here to bring my hands down. So look, that hand moves, and just trick back in the air. Look, wipe it, trick back in the air. So it's not fixing it. And I was worried that, you know, once I get a gun and he's doing this, I won't be able to use a gun or something. Look, the one thing I can say, I don't know what caused this glitch, whatever it was, but next time when I logged in to do the Orison event with SupernovaTiffy and even with the Hull A, that this glitch was completely gone. Like, I've never had it, I don't think, if I've had it before, it's very rare. I don't think I've had it before, but I'll probably say, I've never had it before, and then you'd be, well, back in episode 322, you had it there, or something.
Recreate yourself.
Off my memory, I've not had it.
Be there yet.
Not saying we never have, because I might have done, but off my memory I haven't had this glitch before. And there's Orison. Of course I get very laggy here, it doesn't help, so I'm doing a lot of cuts here.
Right, I'm ready.
You can see the lag's bad there for me. Remember 17.2, I believe this is. 317.2. We're in 0.4 right now, and 318's in IVATOPIA as I speak.
Fine fun, yeah.
On the 28th of the 11th, 2022. It's supposed to be coming out December. I don't mind if it comes out in January, February, personally, at this point, because get through my backlog here. Because you're probably watching this in January.
Building. It's a spaceport.
Yeah, you'd argue what the thing is. I'm trying to find the landing pad.
I just want to see you there and if we can do it, and then I'll make our judgment call. How long's this thing going for, anyway?
So he's asking how long the event's going for. Off my head, I don't remember now, but I think it was about a week. Or it was every so many certain times each day or something. I think he says something here, I don't know, that'll clear it up a bit.
What's Tuesday?
So something to do with Tuesday. Hopefully you get more of that information when I do it with SupernovaTiffy, since that stuff...
Trying and failing.
that stuff is still there. I got roughly 2.5 hours of footage to edit through that, so that might be one episode, depending what I need to take out. It might be 2 episodes, we could squeeze into 3. We'll see. That starts after this, and then, like I said, then it's the expo. The Vista Expo, what I just finished doing. And then, at that point, as of editing this, I was talking at this moment, on the 28th of the 11th, 2022, I have no more Star Station footage at the moment. I'm hopefully waiting for 318. I'm kind of hoping we'll be in January, and I'm hoping we've already moved. And hopefully Priority can come on a bit more regularly then, and we can play a bit more regularly. And I can keep up to date with my editing for this, instead of it being such a battle of the way it's been.
Up.
I don't know if he was trying to help me here, or if he was just trying to be sarky.
Oh my god. Up. Oh, up. Altitude. Altitude.
Yeah, altitude.
Now,
Altitude.
forward. Forward.
Because again, with arms in the air, I do think it was a little more struggle to...
Have you played this game before?
I've played this game before. I think it's a bit harder to judge it than normal, because you're not used to your arms being around it.
F4 it then.
Is he sure I was doing F4s? But again, he's not seen my footage, is he, at the time?
Landing gear.
Yeah, I was struggling to get it in, wasn't I?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Come on. Oh, I can still F4 when he wasn't even stood up. That's cool.
I don't think you could in the past. They must have changed that, but I ended up one of the recent patches. That's for another YouTube video that someone did that literally today. And I was like, I don't think you can do that unless you're in the seats.
Finally.
We landed her. Here we are. On the tram to the Orison event. Hence why I put attempt. Maybe. First attempt. As you can see, I'm lagging like mad. There's a video playing, but half of the stuff wasn't even playing for me. His wasn't lagging, I was. And we get there, we run off. My footage crashes. I come back. I think it's recording. We end up first platform getting roughly half the first platform, maybe. I'll explain more, like I said, with SupernovaTiffy, I believe, next episode for you. From the actual time period, because again, it would be like, I think a week after or a few days later. So I think I got this down on something like the 6th or 7th of August. There was SupernovaTiffy stuff, but this was down on the 31st or 1st of August, or whatever I said it was at the start for this stuff. So it was only like a week difference when that comes up. And you can see, we're getting going here, and then in a minute it just completely goes blank and crashed, and I'm moving on to a different session where I'm looking at the whole A for you. Because I did come back for like another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours worth, but no speech, footage completely blank, didn't get to see all the bloody action, which sucks. Anyway, so I crashed then, and now we're moving on to, I think, a day or two later. I want to have a look at the whole A. I just recorded a rough video, I didn't speak for it, so I'm just going to speak over it now. And with little cuts in it, because again, it's about 40 minutes, so I didn't want to have 40 minutes of me doing this when I didn't really talking about it, so a lot of it was travelling. So here we go, the whole A. Obviously, I don't own a whole A. This is because everyone had it for a week, I believe, or whatever reason. I own a whole C. And the way they work is whole A, smallest, B is next, C is the next one, obviously, and D and E, etc. And he's the biggest. But the functionality of this ship is a single-player ship. It's going to obviously be into a B, C, D, etc., E, etc. So basically it's a big cargo ship, or this one's a small one. But the design language, that's why they did this one first. Originally doing the whole C first, and then they stopped it to do whole A, and now they're going to spread from there. They also had some problem with technology of getting it to, because it kind of grows, and the sticks come out where you can put the cargo. You'll see a little bit of that without cargo on it in a minute, but that wasn't working properly with the interior room systems. Basically, it was like, I don't know what exactly was happening. It was like venting the atmosphere or something, or just wasn't working right. Here I'm looking at the ship, but I think I'm also looking at how to get in. You see he's got a nice little couple of guns at the front. I was like, oh, it's a nice button. I think I tried to do it from the Cirtle, like you do with the Freelancer. But obviously it's a new Miss ship, so they've improved it by adding buttons. So there's the ladder. We go forward. So there's the cockpit. So I'm having a very quick look around. You see it's not very big. The whole sea is probably going to be a lot bigger. That's for like 5 or 6 people or something. This is for 1. But still a nice little ship. So you got a nice little bed there. What's that? That looks like a weapon. Yeah, a weapon locker or something. I kind of wish I would lift my head a lot higher to see what it says. It's something locker. I think it's weapon locker. There's a bit of storage there. And it activates the whole storage for the ship. That's pretty neat. Nice little desk to work at, to eat at, whatever. Putting a light on there to show you a little bit. Looks like it comes with a little mini fridge. That you need to put your own stuff in. Yeah, it says fridge there. That is a fridge. Good, good, good. Thought it was. There's my bed to log out in if I needed to. And a big back here, I assume was a toilet dash shower. I think the bathroom was Lod was flashing there. Nice little sink. We got a nice little towel comes with it, and like some, you know, soap, suds, whatever, hair stuff and that. And then, last but not least, getting the seat. So yeah, so I finally got to have a nice look at it, and I think first time on the channel to show you instead of, it might have been at the last, I'm not sure if it was out then, like I said, I can't this patch, or it came out during the last event, what we've already seen, if I looked at it then or not. But obviously it's out now. So here, just have a little look at the cockpit. So you can see it's like a nice cockpit. It's again a bit like Freelancers. Again, it's MISC. There's from the outside, better view for you. As you can see. Having a little look upstairs. And I think I'm also looking for how to flight ready it and all that stuff. Just double checking like the buttons. Yeah, there. Flight ready there. Bump, hit it. Going to cut away in a second because I've just mobiGlass. Can you let me out, etc. You know, the flight attendants. So I'll just cut that out. There's me looking around. They've already given me permission here. And we take off in a second for the first time. In a hull A. There we go. Nice out of view, you can see her. Again, you can see it's quite a small ship compared to like the station. It's not a big ship, but the whole seas will be a lot bigger. The whole E's going to be bloody massive in comparison to even that. The whole sea I see is my big cargo ship. I have a lot of money and I want to take a big risk and make a lot of money. Or lose a lot, hence a big risk. I don't want the whole E. There it is, I'm standing it there, so you can see it standing. I don't want a whole E, I think that's just too big. See them, had I extended, that's where the cargo, as it comes out there, would attach to. The whole C, obviously, has a hell of a lot more than them. Than them 4. The whole E's, you know, ridiculous even more. They also advertise the whole C as like a bit of a smuggler ship, and the most common ship in the game, or the universe, should I put it. Because, like, non-player characters all use them as cargo. So, you know, it's, I guess it's just in the middle. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's in the middle, the whole C. There we go, quartering with the thing out. But yeah, if you add cargo, they should attach to them. And obviously, just imagine that, you know, for a whole sea, even bigger and wider. Yeah, while we're moving, having a look. I think at the side then, where you can put a suit, and I think it's where you get the equipment for, but not equipment, what do you call it? The, oh, I'm blank, sorry. The parts of the ship, that's what I'm looking for, I believe. Looks a little better, a little bright now. I turned everything on. Them side bits there. Apparently I'm not even looking at, but I think that's where the parts are. So, you know, you got the engine or the quantum drive, whatever, all that stuff. There's another look from the side. Again, roughly 40 minutes of this small session playthrough with the whole. I decided to travel with it to get a feel for how nice it was. So cut forward a bit. The next station I'm going to land at. And this is also why I was basically way away from Orison or the other place. I can't remember if there's something between, because obviously we landed at Orison and I died and it might have reset me back to new baggage. I don't remember off my head. Or at the end of it, me and Chris left to go somewhere and then found the foot, which I didn't save for whatever reason. But there was a reason why we weren't at Orison no more. But this is like a day or two later I was doing this. As you see, from a station to station. See if we can like land her here. And I then have to travel back to Orison when I'm about getting ready. Like I said, it was either 6th or 7th of August. SupernovaTiffy, Priority was meant to come online, and unfortunately he couldn't make it. So SupernovaTiffy said she could step in. So she basically stepped in for us and that. Well, it was nice because I played properly for a while. So as she stepped in, that meant I needed to be on Orison ready to go because she hadn't been in the game for ages. So when she logs in, she would create herself quickly and then she would spawn whatever she set. So I think we just set her at Orison because again she wasn't planning to play after the next wipe. So until the next wipe at that time. So her home was Orison temporarily. So we got her straight away there. But I had to fly back there because my home is new baggage. And probably whatever station this is I just landed at. There we go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode so far, and more of the look of the whole A. This is more about than obviously Orison 1, but I did call it Attempt 1 because it was Attempt. You saw us leaving. And unfortunately I had a lot of problems with this stuff, as I said, with my voice being gone, and then the whole second half of the actual Orison stuff with paralysis gone. And it sucks because, if I remember correctly, as you look at it, as I'm leaving, it kicked us off, I believe. It suddenly popped up for trespassing or something stupid, I think, happened with him. It was either with him or it was with SupernovaTiffy. I think it was with paralysis. And he was really annoyed at it. And yeah, I think it was with him. And it put us in jail for trespassing. And he was like, that has blown a ball type thing. He was so already annoyed with it. And at the time, I believe the devs at Star Citizen actually patched that to affect that differently. Because we didn't know we were supposed to be leaving. We were under fire. We were there by the, the UEE officially. Trying to take these terrorists down. Or whatever you want to call them. The Nine Tails, whoever it was. And out of nowhere, that's me drinking to end the session a little bit, and out of nowhere, there's suddenly, you are trespassing. What do you mean trespassing? We legally kept in jails. You gotta be kidding me. I think that could be the whole reason why I was at that other station. And that makes more sense now. Why I was at that station we weren't at Orison. And that's why I thought, oh, so here, I'll have a look at the hull. And this was the day I was going to play. So this is literally a week after the stuff you just seen. I was going to play with Supernova, well, supposed to be Paralysis, like I said, but ended up being SupernovaTiffy. And I'm just heading there, because I think I looked at the footage, it said about 1:31 PM? Or 2 something PM the footage was created. And the next footage when I do it with SupernovaTiffy was like 6 something PM on the same day. So yeah, let's see a bit more of the whole A here. This is also going to be a shorter episode, because I was... if in an army, should have put some of the SupernovaTiffy Orison thing in here. But I looked at it, I was like, we attempted it twice with SupernovaTiffy. I attempted it twice with her, and the first time is roughly an hour without editing it. So obviously 50 minutes this, and unless I can get that down to 30 minutes, you're going to have an hour and a half episode here. Whereas roughly an hour, I'm probably going to have to get some of it out. Maybe some of it I can't. I could use the whole hour, I don't know. So I thought it'd be better just attempt to Origin Siege next episode with SupernovaTiffy, and then the following one is roughly 2.5 hours. Again, I'm not sure if I can cut that down to an hour, if that's going to be 3 episodes, or it's going to be 2 episodes. I have to see like how much bits in there that aren't needed, the bits where we're sitting there waiting around and stuff, because I feel I literally start that and we're going straight into the event. But we'll see. There we go. A nice view of the moon, or what planet we're left there. I think I'm headed to Orison here. Again with the hull A. So it's actually a nice little ship. Like if you want to do a bit of cargoing on your own, it's a nice little ship. Again, I didn't get one, I don't want one because I have the hull C. If I didn't have the hull C, I wouldn't mind one of these babies. But yes, I have the hull C once that ever gets released. Because again, I believe it was supposed to be out last December. Kind of feels like this in Orison again. I kind of feel that's a bit like my house situation. Supposed to be moving in last December. The end of December, we should have had the hull C. Then the hull C's still not out, and we're about to come into December again the following year. And I'm still not at my house. That's supposed to be January now. maybe when they drop the hull C, they'll let me in my house. Yeah, she's a nice ship though, isn't she? It's like a nice little rocket when she's not standing and that. It's really nice. Hopefully we'll see a lot of non-player characters using these, and especially the whole C later on when the game really matures. Remember, we're still pre-alpha. Still alpha, people, pre-alpha. Not released yet, officially. But yeah, like I said, I believe this is probably going out in January. I'll be surprised if this isn't January or slightly after this episode. But I'm editing on the 28th of the 11th. This footage, like I said, actually is from the 31st of July to roughly the 6th of August, depending on the bits we're looking at. But, hey, almost there. And obviously the Origin event we do actually get into next time. You don't get to see any of me and Paralysis do, unfortunately, because I lost that footage, like I've already stated. But you get to see me and SupernovaTiffy do, so I kind of wish, even if for that 10-15 minutes that footage was there with me and Paralysis, because I enjoyed it, it was good footage. Unfortunately, but it was just black, it didn't record properly. Got corrupted. And it would have been nice too, because then we got a little bit up on this. I would have put on this episode, and you would have seen it with Paralysis, and then next episode you would have seen it with me and SupernovaTiffy. With a nice little flavour between the two, but... And I felt with Paralysis, we were just getting ahead around the event. It's like, oh, okay, so we get here, we loot this guy, then we can head over there. Okay, which direction do we need to go? I think it's that way, right? And then, you're trespassing. What do you mean trespassing? In jail. If I remember correctly, but I believe I do talk a bit more about it next episode. But obviously back in August, so hopefully it'll be more detailed, and memory is obviously better when it's only happened like a week ago versus, what, almost 6 months later. Right, here's the airlock. So I'm trying to, like, why are you not opening? Like, oh no, I'm not trapped in here. I've just got to Orison. I was panicking a little bit here. I was like, don't say I'm trapped in here. I can't kill myself. Because it's going to respawn me back at, the station, or even new baggage, depending on what I've got set right now. And I've got this stupid long journey and trying to find, because again, I struggled to find the actual landing spot in Orison again. And didn't have Chris to help me this time, Pearl to help me this time round. Where the first time he did. So I was a little panicky. I was like, no. Like, I can't get out, there's only one way out of the ship. Like, where? Like, you see, I'm with the F, like, frantically, like, what? How do I get out of the ship? And then I end up teleported on top, and then back to the ladder. So, I don't know what happened, but I'm free at last. And with that, we will end this episode. Hope you enjoyed this short mix match episode with a lot of technical problems, and hopefully you enjoyed the Orison stuff next week. That I guess my first real attempt at it. This was our first attempt, but real attempt with actual footage. So like and subscribe and good stuff. I've been IVATOPIA, you've been awesome. Thanks for watching. Have a great wonderful day. Watch more on the channel, and see you next time. Subscribe, like, comment. You're awesome. Thank you very much. Bye everybody. Bye. Bye. See you next time.